Hey guys, it's Maggie and I am back for Walk and Talk Wednesday. I was gonna have a guest star, but he wants to go inside because a horsefly is after him. So he's like by my side. As soon as I said, let's go inside, he ran. He's like, all right, let's go. Bubba, Mr. Bear, you wanna go inside? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, the horsefly's flying around me. Hopefully it doesn't get me. Yeah, there's one that's been following all day, and it's so annoying. All right, let me bring Bruno in, and then I'll get back to you guys. All right, guys, I am back. I had to bring Bruno in. That horsefly was relentless, and I think it's still flying around me. But for whatever reason, it's been flying around me all day and hasn't done anything, so I'm just gonna keep walking and hope I don't get bit. I do have my mic that does not allow me to see myself because it is quite windy outside today. So if you're like looking over my shoulder or whatever, that's why, because I have no idea if I'm in focus. Anyways, I'm gonna find a nice place to sit and we can chat. All right, I think this is a good spot. Let's just hope I don't sit on poison ivy or something. If my butt's itchy later, I know why. Anyways, so this video, I'm very thankful. It is gonna be sponsored by Smart SharpSpin. Actually, exciting news. I am working with them now. I am working on their social media. I'm gonna be assisting with that. I'm really excited about it. It's an awesome opportunity, and they've already been doing amazing, elevating the patient voice, you know, bringing on ambassadors who all have different stories and different health conditions, and they're giving us a platform to tell our stories, share our experiences. And if you're not aware of what Smart SharpSpin is, they have a Smart SharpSpin, hence the name, that basically came around at the perfect time for me. It was at the height of anxiety. I was really struggling this spring just with everything going on in life, and one of the things that I was struggling with was taking my biologic on time. It's it's the only thing keeping my Crohn's disease in check. And you know, it wasn't even about the injection, it was about it preventing the Crohn's from coming back and everything that comes along with Crohn's. It helped to keep me organized with my medications and took that anxiety away, just, you know, kind of notching away at the list of things that make me anxious. And that was a big problem for me. And the stress that the medication, or lack of taking it, just because I was terrible at remembering, it just felt like, well, I said this in a recent video, Crohn's disease feels like a full-time job. And the Smart SharpSpin is like I got an assistant for it. So yeah, it's made a huge difference. So anyways, I am excited that they're sponsoring this video in which I'm going to talk about mental health. I've talked about it a bit recently because of the horrible anxiety I was experiencing in the spring, and it's one of those things. I know some people can pick up the camera when they're going through struggles. I am not one of them. I was going through a very difficult time this spring, and I was clearly not going to pick up the camera when I was sobbing, and that was happening a lot. So what you were seeing on camera was the in-between when I could calm myself down and put makeup on. And you know, for months, if not longer, Zach and I would discuss, like, what do we need to do? There were times when we discussed bringing me to the hospital, and I was completely against that. But at the same time, I was also like, I'm struggling. We talked about a number of different options for me. But I knew that what I was going through, it was something that I needed medical management with. What I was experiencing, I knew that medication could be very beneficial, extremely beneficial to me. But I kept, every time that I would almost make that appointment, call the doctor, I would stop because I just kept thinking to myself, I'm too strong. I'm too strong to take medicine. I'm not going to be weak and take a medication to help my anxiety. Like, I'm fine. Like, I am strong. The thing about it is, though, well, I got to a point where I was useless. I was useless. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't get anything done. I would sleep all day because I was so anxious about everything. Anytime that I would think about something even remotely stressful, it truly felt like my heart was going to beat out of my chest. It was terrible. And it made it so Zach, couldn't include me in anything. I had to be babied with everything. And that's, oh, I see Zach pulling in. Let me text him real quick because I'm like out in the middle of nowhere. What was I saying? This is the fun with the walk and talk. There are interruptions. But yeah, I just became useless. I had to be babied with everything. I basically couldn't know anything. I couldn't do anything of worth, which makes you feel even worse. So, in April, I was going to my primary care anyway, and I decided, let me just mention something to her. And when she said, yep, let's put you on medication, I filmed it. I was like in such relief. But at the same time, I was like, oh God, I'm going to be judged. If people or if they find out, I'm going to be judged for it. Because I just assumed that the way I felt about medication was how everybody was going to feel about me. I was like, they're going to think that I'm weak. They're going to think that I'm not strong enough to handle anything. And it wasn't that. It was just the circumstances of life just became a lot. Like, if you really pull back and look at my life, there has been a lot of stressful things. Honestly, a miracle I've made it this long without medication. Yeah, so it was a weird feeling. It was like I'm relieved that I'm going to be starting medication and potentially find relief, but at the same time, I'm on medication. And I started to think of it in the way that I think of my ostomy, where people, before surgery automatically assume that people will be disgusted by them or they're going to be judged for having one. And then once I got mine and realized, oh my God, I feel so much better, I decided I'm going to change the story about this. I'm going to control what's being said about it. So anytime I meet people, I make ostomies part of normal conversation, just like you would talk about the weather. And maybe that's annoying, but that's how I approach it, because if I talk about it normally, then other people talk about it normally. That's what I've always found in the 13 years of having a stoma. If I talk about it like it's everyday conversation, so does everybody else around me. And so I said to myself, okay, let's try it. Let's do that with the medication, with the anxiety meds. I'm gonna do it. At first I was kind of like, I really don't want to mention it to people because, Zach was really the only one who knew I was on them. Okay, you guys too, but it's sort of weird because this is like an online diary. I don't know, but like a lot of people watch it. For the most part, I'm not seeing you guys in real life. There are a few friends that watch though, so they probably knew. But I started just like saying it to friends and like family, like, yeah, I'm on anxiety medication and it's really helping and it's great. Anyways, what else is new? Like treating it like it was not a big deal. And I'm starting to notice the people that are from older generations in my family, people that I know who maybe had a harsher view of this kind of stuff, of mental health. I am starting to see the way they talk about it change. Interesting, huh? So I think my plan's working. But I was so fearful. I brought it with me because I thought, why not? I was so fearful that people would judge me for this, a little pill bottle. And it has been so freaking helpful. Like, I'm so much more productive. I am a wife to my husband again. It truly has made such a difference. Such an incredible difference. And not only that, just being able to talk about my mental health, like my physical health, and my stoma, and my Crohn's disease. Because it's the same thing. Health is health, all right? Health is health. And the thing about it is, your mental health plays off of your physical health, and your physical health plays off of your mental health. And it's a vicious circle, and if you don't get a hold of it, they're just going to worsen each other. So I'm getting a hold of both of them and improving how I feel physically and mentally. And it's been awesome. Really has been. So my encouragement to you is that if you're one of those people that just kind of has that block about medications for any kind of mental health issues that you may have, please talk to a doctor about it. Please don't let it, don't let yourself not take them because you're too strong. You're stronger on them, let me tell you. It's like I am a different person. And that was a sad thing in the spring. I was like, I feel like I'm losing myself. I think that was also part of it too. I felt like I was losing myself, but I was afraid that the medications would make me lose myself more. I was afraid of, like, I guess feeling numb, or I don't really know what I was expecting, but I don't. I have my personality back. And I'm very happy about that. All right, this is supposed to be Wednesday walk and talk. I walked a little bit, sat my butt on the ground. Now I'm getting itchy. So, you know what I brought? This time I brought scissors because my hydrangea is blooming and I think we should go cut a couple of stems off and make a beautiful bouquet. So let's go do that. So I think I had mentioned to you guys, sorry, you know I switched subjects on Walk and Talk Wednesday because we're walking and I'm going to see stuff that I like. I had mentioned to you guys that I thought the monarch butterflies, the caterpillars, were kind of like not as frequently found. Wrong. This morning I went out just to get another stem of milkweed for my current caterpillars, of which I have 5 chrysalises. Chrysali? I don't know. I have 5 and a 6th caterpillar about to turn into 1. We'll see. Again, not counting them until they're butterflies, but yeah, I'm excited about it. But anyways, when I went out this morning, I found so many little caterpillars and like really tiny ones and then a bunch of eggs. So I brought them in. I'm excited. We'll see what happens with them, but oh, we got a duck. It's a little bit of a walk to the hydrangea, but that's okay. So yeah, I have a white hydrangea that has gotten really big over the last few years. I think I mentioned this in a video. I don't know if I did. Maybe not. We got one of those hydrangeas from Lowe's. I've gotten so many of them and then killed them immediately. But this one lived and it got big. So every year it's gotten bigger and thankfully it's bloomed every year. And I think this year it has the most blooms on it. So I also like letting them dry. I think they're really pretty for like a fall centerpiece if you let them dry. Although I feel like if I had a pink or a blue one, it would probably be prettier dried, but it's still pretty. And if you spray like glitter spray on it, so pretty. Here she is. Look at how gorgeous these flowers are. Oh my gosh, I love them. They don't have much of a scent though. No, but I think I'm gonna put them in my kitchen, in our kitchen, because I just did bouquets all around the house and I didn't have enough, well, I do have enough flowers. I mean, I have so many sunflowers right now, but I'm trying to leave a lot of this stuff out for the bees in the garden, so I had bouquets in every room except for our kitchen. I'm gonna put these guys in the kitchen and I think they will look beautiful, although I'm dropping all of them. Hold on one second. There we go. Okay, I got all of them. Checking the milkweed here. I just checked it this morning though. I don't think there's any more eggs. You guys know that. Want to talk about therapy. The garden has been my therapy. I've said it so many times though in videos that even in the dead of winter, planting seeds on the windowsill was just so helpful for me. And then of course, the medication is what really just made the difference, a shocking difference, and brought my personality back. And I think the message that I want you to get is no matter what treatment you're looking at, whether it be for mental health or physical health, Crohn's disease or whatever, you know, illness you may have, don't let people judge you on it. And don't let yourself judge you on it, because you have to do what you think is right for yourself. And if that means starting mental health medications, that's what you gotta do. And I'm so glad that I did it. Finally. Took long enough. Jeez. I'm just mad because I could have been feeling better a long time ago. And the only thing stopping me was me. So, alright guys, I hope that you enjoyed this Wednesday walk and talk. Hope you're having a great week, and I will see you in the next. Bye guys.